Welcome to the Global Hosting Toolkit, or GHTK for short. In this tutorial, we will discuss basic principles and terminology that is used on the system. Familiarizing yourself with the information in this tutorial will simplify the tutorials that follow. The Global Hosting Toolkit, or the GHTK for short, has been developed to manage and track hosting trips more conveniently. The system serves as a replacement of the SAT paper trail, as well as a communication center and an online organization tool. The system interprets the standard hosting trip forms into digital forms for convenient record keeping of hosting requests. Let's have a look how. The system is available at globalhosting.southafrica.net. Visiting this URL in your browser will take you to the login page of the system. You will notice you have two options to log into the system. This first option is to use the standard login form. You will be able to use the usual username and password combination, which will be provided to you by SAT to log into the system. The second option to log into the system is to use the OpenID feature. To log in with OpenID, simply click on the login button on the right-hand side. This will direct you to a page which requests permission to use your Google account. On the confirmation page, simply allow the use of your Google account by clicking the Continue button. This will log you into the GHTK system. After you've successfully logged into the GHTK system, you will be directed to your dashboard. Your dashboard is the landing page of your toolkit and provides easy access to each tool of the system, like your communicator. Other tutorials in this series will provide more details on the content of the dashboard, such as the tabs you will notice on the page. Be sure to check the announcements in the photo slider from time to time. Important information and interesting facts will be available here. The navigation at the top can be used to visit any page on the system. Please see tutorial number 2, called Environment Introduction, for more details on the navigation. Now, the most important question: what is a hosting request? A hosting request is simply the request made from employees to management, requesting a hosting trip to be approved. To make this request, you will complete 3 forms in chronological order. These are the hosting submission form, the itinerary, and the guest list. The hub for all things hosting related is your communicator. You can access the communicator from the navigation at the top or from the shortcut on the dashboard. What is the hosting status? One of the most important concepts to familiarize yourself with is the status of the request. Every hosting request has certain steps to follow. From said steps, you can deduce what is expected from you. Each step has a status associated with it and will be indicated on your communicator with an icon, as well as the tab in which the request is located. The hosting request and status is explained in tutorial number 3, called the Communicator and Overview, which will guide you on how to use your communicator. You are familiar with DOA assignments within SAT during out-of-office periods. The system provides you with DOA features for these times. You can find these features on your profile settings. The DOA settings are available in the Vacation or DOA Settings section of your profile settings. The Vacation Settings page will offer you the ability to select the receiver of your DOA. This recipient is required and the field is mandatory. The DOA will not be created without it. Next, you need to decide whether you need this DOA to be effective immediately or for a specific time and duration. This can be set in the Duration section of the page. To set up a DOA for a specific time and duration, you can use the available date fields. To set a DOA that is effective immediately, simply omit the date range. This date range is not required and will only be applicable if your DOA will be effective for a specific time and duration. Take note, the fields are not mandatory if you omit both. If you enter a date on either the from or to date, you will be required to complete its counterpart. In addition, you cannot submit this page if your dates are not in chronological order. Select the date range for which your DOA will be effective. This date can be for today's date or for a future date, but will take a few minutes to register on the system. For DOAs that need to be active in less than an hour, rather opt for an immediate DOA. Next, to save the DOA you have created, ensure you have entered the correct details on the form and click Submit. For the sake of this tutorial, we will create a DOA that is effective immediately. You can clear the date field by simply deleting the text. Your DOA was saved successfully when you receive the message, "The user has been updated. Please give the system time to assign the DOA," and you have been directed to your profile page. Once your DOA is registered on the system and is active, you will have a notification that your DOA is active at the top of the page. Remember, for dated DOAs, this message will take a few minutes before displaying. This message will remain on your account until you manually end it by clicking the End Vacation Now option, or when the dates of a dated DOA expire. When you are the receiver of someone else's DOA, you will have a notification at the top of your account as well. This message will read, "You are the receiver of one or more DOAs." You will also notice your account information is displaying differently. The DOA, as well as the amount of DOAs you are receiving, displays in your account details. The DOA link will provide you with a context menu, which allows you to switch between the accounts for which you are the DOA receiver and your own. Log back into your own account by clicking your own name in the context menu. Take note, as you navigate the account, pay very close attention to the message that the DOA is active. This message will be removed when the DOA expires. To allow you to finish, you will not be logged out automatically, but remember, your colleague is now working on the same account. Finish what you are doing, log out, and log back in. After re-entering your account, you will notice that you do not have access to the DOA giver's account any longer. Remember, as with sharing workload in any circumstance, good communication is key to ensure your actions are aligned with that of your coworker. This concludes Tutorial 1, Basic Principles and Terminology. The series includes 9 tutorials which are available on the How-To videos and booklets section of your account. This section also offers help and frequently asked questions.